Okay, so welcome back. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. It's going to be quite the introduction to me if this is your first time to my channel, but I wanted to show you this as um, I wouldn't call it, I would call it actually a moment of weakness trading, but also just a moment of honesty so I can hold myself accountable. The whole reason I made this YouTube account was to start holding myself more accountable when I make mistakes and when things don't go the way that I intend them to. I want to see change, and I think this is a way that I can make myself see that. So, as you can see on my screen here, I'm going to turn quick so I can actually see. As you can see on my screen here, I blew my eval today, this morning. Um, I didn't even make it to the high impact news of the interest rate cuts. I blew it before that even happened. So huge progress on week one, 700 with no losing trades. Week two, bang, bang, no losing trades. Get to this day, lose a trade, stacks on top of each other, chase it back, accounts blown. Um, I will be honest, this was a tough pill to swallow, um, but it's part of what comes with trading, right? With growth and getting better as a trader. But ultimately, I got stuck in a zone that I was uncomfortable with and was making bad trades, um, taking more contracts than usual, not trading my setup. The craziest thing in the world is I trade opening range breakout, and I didn't trade opening range breakout once today. I didn't even wait for the opportunity for it. So that's what happens when you overtrade and do things you're not supposed to, because you're not going to pass and you're not going to be able to become funded doing things like this. The market always takes back what you steal from it. So regardless of if I would have somehow came out profitable today by doing this, it would have got it back. Maybe not in this eval, but it would have gotten it back eventually, even in a funded account. So yeah, it was definitely a rough one to see there. But I'll say, I mean, this is part of what comes with trading. It's a struggle sometimes, right? And then you just feel hopeless about stuff like this, and you don't want it to happen again. And you write all these rules for yourself, and things like this end up happening. But you got to think to yourself, like, when is it going to change, right? I've only been at this for about 4 months. I see people at it for years doing the same thing, making the same mistakes. It doesn't work. So when is it going to change? And I have to hold myself accountable and change for myself and change for the better, or I'm never going to get to the place that I want to be at and being successful. So the reality of trading is you can look at this chart right here and see exactly what it is. Great day, 1 day trading. Great day, 1 day trading. Great day, break even day. Open up for the next day and you blow your entire account. The reality is if you're not consistent every single day, you will not succeed. You have to be consistent. Consistent in trading, consistent in your life, consistent in what you do always. If you're not, you might get away with it some days, but one day it will come back to catch you like it did on this day. So that's what happened with that combine. Again, I'm starting a new one, new 50K combine. I'll start tomorrow. I wrote some rules today that I'm going to follow extremely strict to see if they make a difference in my trading. I can grab those and read those through. So, obviously, my first rule in here is no gambling, right? If you lose, there's things I have in place now to make sure that that doesn't happen. I am trading on evals a max of 10 MNQ contracts and 10 gold contracts. Once I get to the funded stage, I'll switch that to 6 and 8. One win, if I take one win in the day, computer's off. If I don't win, I have a $500 max loss limit that will stop me. I'll lock out until 10 p.m. if I do win, so I don't get any desire to trade during the session. And I'm only trading my strategy, nothing else. I don't care if it bounces off a level. and I see something, I'm trading my strategy, and that's it, to see if I can become profitable with it. I spent a lot of time finalizing it and working on it, and I'm going to stick with it. So that's just the reality of trading. Things can be going so good and then fail one day. And that's just part of it. Thank you for watching. I hope this helps. Hopes it shows you a moment of honesty, right? I felt like a failure, but I know that if I quit right now, that's actually being a failure. This is just a step in my progress, and it's going to be after one I'm going to have to jump over and get after it again. So thanks for watching. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. If you have any questions, please let me know. And I'll see you guys next video.